10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so we're going to try one of these tutorial things again, see how it works out. And I'm going to try to show you guys how I'll be using this. This is bare metal foil. And what it does is, it's supposed to add a little extra chrome or whatever. It comes in a variety of different colors and types. I chose ultra bright chrome for this because I wanted good reflective properties, because I'm going to use this on the interior parts of the Volkswagen. And what the sheet looks like, if I can get it out of the package, it looks like this. Now it's a real thin piece of almost foil that's got a slightly sticky back to it, and we're going to put it in these areas that are doors on the inside. There's 4 of them, but for ease of what I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to put it on this one because it's a little bigger. And the tools I'll be using is going to be the cuticle tool, and you can get this from any beauty supply store, wherever. Every modeler should have an X-ACTO knife already around. Make sure it's got a brand new blade in it so that the tip is very, very sharp. Scissors, for obvious reasons, you're going to need that to cut the piece. And then you're going to need one of these. Just a basic Q-tip. Doesn't matter what kind, as long as it's got the cotton tip to it, because you're going to need that to kind of push it down a little bit. And you take your bare metal and put it over it and kind of make a mark where you'll be able to see where you're going to cut. And I've got that, and here we go with the scissors. Just give it a little snip. And then you want to go over slightly. Make it a little bit bigger, but don't go over a lot, because you don't want to, because what you're going to be pulling off, you're going to throw away. And that's going to be a waste. Now we've got our foil cut, just like that, and that's just a little bit bigger than where we're placing it. And then we're going to peel this, get it started, and peel it back just a hair. So you can get it started up. And try to start at one of the edges. And get just enough so that you can pull it off. And you'll notice that one side is a little duller than the other. The duller side will be the side with the sticky on it. And we do this and rub it in with your fingers a little bit so you get it around the edges. Then we take our cuticle tool with the rubber tip in, and you're going to want to try to smooth it out a little bit and get it right up against the edge where you're going to cut. And get that to press down along the edges, like I'm doing here, right along the very edge. Now this has got a little handle on it, which is not going to be a big issue. Because that will look fine once we get everything all pressed down. Now I have pre-painted this part, so it's ready for install, and then you take your Q-tip a little bit and rub it down. This kind of helps polish it up just a little bit. Doesn't take much, and helps to expose any areas that you may need to press down a little further. And using the other side of the cuticle tool, you got a real tight fitting little area right there, like that. Now comes the part where you needed that sharp X-ACTO blade, because you're going to go right along the edge, and you're going to just do a light draw with the knife straight down, and pull back, and go all the way around. Fortunately, this is a square piece, so it's pretty easy to cut. And then you just start kind of working its way off. If it pulls up a little bit on the inside, don't worry about it. See, there's that waste I was telling you about, because that's going to be of no use now. And you get all the way around the pieces off that you've made that little trim for. And since you did pull up a little bit, I pulled up some right here. You just go right back in and push that back down. And then you go right back in and push that little corner down. I usually go all the way around it again, because you can shoot a gloss coat over this and it doesn't really hurt the reflective properties, and especially if you're using a matte color, it's not going to affect anything. And then we take our cuticle tool again and or not cuticle tool, I'm sorry, that's not a cuticle tool, that's the Q-tip, and give it a rub. Make sure you've got everything down real good. And there you have the finished product, which there'll be photos of this at the end of the video that'll be much easier to see. And that's how it's done. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. Again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. And again, thanks for watching.